So this is an article that actually I wrote in 2004, and it was published in a magazine called Sister Cycle. And I was very proud of it at the time because it was carried in all the chapters throughout Canada. So I was like, woohoo! And it had my picture of before when I was a little kid on in a carousel, but I was on a motorcycle. So I'm like, is this fate? Like I've got this picture, and then there's me on my bike a few years later.
How long did you have that?
The bike for 3 years. For 3 years. So the article was called From Diapers to Diva. Many moons ago, when I was at the inquisitive age of 4, I remember wanting to ride a carousel at an amusement park in Germany. My biggest dilemma at the time was whether I should choose the car, the plane, or the bike to ride. Ride a horse on the carousel? What's that? Horsepower? Well, now you've got my attention. So what do you think I chose? Well, many dilemmas have come and gone since those innocent days, i.e., who do I marry, Mr. X or Mr. Y? Hindsight speaking, should have waited for Mr. Z. But alas, to a crucial dilemma, Ducati, BMW, Yamaha, Suzuki, and the list is endless. So many bikes, so little time. I finally decided on the Ducati. Poor baby, her first bike was a Ducati. How do we go on living? Hey, what's another payment, right? The truth is, at the time, I didn't know the difference between a Ducati, Suzuki, or Yamaha. My Monster just looked apart. I didn't just want a cruiser or a crotch rocket, as they call them. The Monster was a bit of both. Thus was born the Diva, Ducati Diva, as I like to call her. I was going through many trials and tribulations. I don't know what I would have done had I not had my Monstro. My Diva became my best friend. We had countless number of soul-searching trips outside the city. She led me to the banks of the Fraser River, where I laid back, took out my scratch pad, and doodled away. And there was Anderson Lake, where she patiently waited as I grabbed a power snooze on the picnic table and woke up to a half hour of stretching exercises. I would have never imagined what my derriere would have gone through on that motorcycle. She led me to fellow Ducatisti, the big brothers who acknowledged her and treated her with respect. Of course, we schmoozed with other bikes as well. This Diva is not a snob. It's amazing the number of interesting people you meet when you're on the road on a motorcycle. Don't misunderstand me. It's not to say that interesting people don't drive cars and trucks, but how many times do you see people in cars high-fiving each other or giving each other the peace sign like they do on motorcycles? If anything, it's usually the middle finger if you're driving a four-wheel. Where's the love, people? Where's the love? So there you have it. I chose to ride a bike on the carousel that beautiful sunny day in Germany, and many moons later I figured I'd do it again because I wanted to recreate that happiness I had back then. I succeeded. If there's one thing I've learned during those 2 years is that you shouldn't measure yourself by what others think. Do what you want, whether it's going motorcycling, rock climbing, or starting your own business. There is truth and happiness out there, and there is a meaning to life, but the kicker is that there isn't one truth that applies to all. Everyone's individual truth is exactly that. It's individual. Life is meant to be fun, and as long as you're not hurting anyone, what's holding you back? If there is something that puts a smile on your face and brings you inner peace, then go for it. You only live once, or do you? There you go. So that's the excerpt from the book.